Fight man in boxing, led the Flair Cops. Shout out to Goodfellas Sports TV. Woo!
Don't forget to check out our sponsor, The Health Blaze, at thehealthblaze.com. 100% all natural products from lotions, soaps, foot soaks, bath bombs, and much, much more. Use the promo code Goodfella1Boxing. Tell them your boy CJ Goodfella sent you. Get 18% off. We out.
All right, Jermall Charlo says, I'll take B-Side stats to fight Golovkin in his own backyard in the big ring. My question is, where's that Demetrius Andrade energy at? He know Golovkin he just turned 39 last month, but let's talk about it. Hit that subscribe button, bell icon button, share the video. Can't even pronounce the dude's name who wrote the article. But a boxing scene. Manuku Apakadaka. I can't pronounce it, sorry, no disrespect. But he says Jermall Charlo is comfortably having the chip stacked against him in order to fight the best middleweights in the generation. I don't think he does. That's just that PBC, bias. The WBC middleweight Charlo 31-0 with 22 big ones. We could see many of the bargaining chips that are part of the big time prize fight in order to get an aging IBF middleweight crown. Gennady Golovkin. To fight him, quote, I'm hungry to consider myself one of the best in the world. I'm out to fight the best out there. That's been the hardest achievement right now. Charlo told the PBC podcast, my team has reached out to guys like Golovkin, Canelo, Demetrius Andrade. I don't believe it. Whoever has the belt at 60. I'm obviously one of the top tier in the division, so it's not as if they can avoid me. But of course, I'm one of the most avoided. But all I've got to do is keep fighting and winning. Yeah, Golovkin is a fight I really want. Yeah, it's a fight that can be made. It's just a matter of time. It's a matter of how can Golovkin get in the ring with Jermall. We both want things our way. A-side, B-side. I'll take B-side. I'll fight in a big ring if they want to fight in a big ring. I'll fight in their city if they want to fight in their city. I don't pick the fights. I'm not into the management group, but you trying to pick Golovkin. The 30-year-old Texas Jermall Charlo next fight will come Showtime against Juan Montiel, 22-4-2, 22 in June 9th at the Toyota Center in Houston. But he's eyeing other top-tier opponents. After money, after fame, after network, said on Instagram, post filing Alvarez, safe round stoppage over Billy Joe Saunders. I'll lose my title and go to 68 and make the fight happen right now. The two-division champion, Charlo, is coming off a spirit dynamic. I don't care about none of that, okay? My thing is, where's that energy towards Andrade? You said Andrade, you reached out to Andrade. Andrade sent you an offer. Why that fight didn't happen? I ain't trying to hear that shit, bro. Even though he even said he'd fight Golovkin when he first got the middleweight. I'll give him that, but, it is what it is. You could have fought David Benavidez and scrapped this fight and fought David Benavidez at a later date. You could have made an agreement with David Benavidez, fought him at the end of the year. You didn't. I'm not trying to hear, I'm one of the most avoided, I'm this, I'm that. I'm not trying to hear that. If you can't get Golovkin, why not go to Murata? Can't get Murata, why not go Demetrius Andrade? Can't get Andrade, why not go the former belt holders of the division like Jaime Munguia? I ain't trying to hear that shit. PBC fighters full of shit, bro. He ain't trying to fight no Demetrius Andrade. He gonna sit there and lie, I'm trying to fight Andrade. I'm trying to fight Andrade. No, you're not. We reached out to him, to send him a Happy Father's Day card or something like that. These dudes don't want to fight, But he been chasing Golovkin he been chasing Golovkin for years now. So we can't. Before Golovkin was old, he was trying to get that fight, and really, the only logical move is you can have title defenses, but you're not fighting nobody. You can move up, fight Benavidez, move up, fight Danny Jacobs. It's a lot of fights out there, an opportunity for him, man. But like I said before, you wasting your time trying to fight Golovkin. Why would Golovkin fight you? He go to 68 and get a rematch at Canelo. Common sense. He not thinking about fighting him. He just wasting his breath. And at the end of the day, Golovkin, his punch resistance goal, Steve Rhodes hurt him. Derevchenko took the rest of his prime that was left, and then you had a year. What, he had a year in inactivity? Him and Demetrius Andrade has the fight to make. Honestly, that's a fight that's going to be a good fight. It's going to sell shit out. So, let me see. Golovkin he fought in December last year. Where's the matter? So, he should be able to beat Golovkin. At this point, I don't think we ever seen the best of Gennady Golovkin where, at some point he fought spectacular competition at his peak. He didn't. So, he wasting his time. He wasting his time talking about Gennady Golovkin. You look at the division. If you're not going to unify, or you can't unify, you're not going to unify with Demetrius, Andrade, you got to move up then. You know, this Joker done had how many fights at? And he talking about a catch weight. Fuck out of here. So he had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. His 7th fight is coming in June 19th at the Toyota Center. He had seven fights at 160 pounds. He yet to unify. Bro. He been fighting this weight class for going on 4 years. If you ain't gonna unify, get out of there. You know, move up. You know, move up. You know, if you want to, you calling out Canelo, but you a 160-pound fighter. That's my thing. You calling out Canelo, you a 160-pound fighter. Not in your weight class. You know? A lot of people think Charlo can beat Canelo. Okay. I don't see it. I don't see the experience. I don't see anybody on his resume that's near Canelo. That counts. And some people think he's going to beat Canelo. I don't know. Okay, I hope he does. I'm riding with him to beat Canelo. You know, strong jab, but the experience is not there. Fighting David Benavidez will be a big fight. Fuck a title. It's a big fight. It's a humongous fight. A Lemieux, if you want to get your feet wet, Lemieux, Danny Jacobs. There's better fights there than at 60. If he's not going to fight Jaime, you know, Demetrius, I don't want to see Eubanks in there with him no more. Eubanks could have fought him next. He ran. Talking about Steven Nelson, Dave Lemieux, Ignar Berlanga eventually. I mean, you got good fights as far as lower tier guys. Ustagi, Fedor Shuvanov, John Ryder, Lantes Fox hanging there, Anthony Durrell still there, Callum Smith still there. You know, I said Jacobs. I mean, it's guys there. David Morrell Jr., Zach Parker, Gabriel Rosado, his brother fought Rosado. So, I mean, I don't want to see him fight the 60 pounds. The only person I want to see him fight at 60 pounds, if you're not going to unify, is Jaime. That's it. Or Lara. If he ain't fighting Lara and Jaime, you know, other than the champions, it's time to move on. His whole 60-pound reign has been fighting motherfucking Montiels, Highland one leg, Centennial, Korba, who really beat him, Brandon, and on the short week notice, Brandon Adams. You know what I'm saying? Dennis Hogan. I'm tired of seeing him fight. Dennis Hogan. Derevchenko is his best fight at 60. Tired of seeing him fight them guys. And if he shut the fuck up and be quiet, then, I mean, we wouldn't have nothing to say. I would, you know, out of sight, out of mind. Out of sight, out of mind. Okay, I'm not even thinking about him. They do all this talking, but don't fight nobody. I don't pick the fights. If you don't pick the fights, then shut the fuck up. That's my whole thing. If you don't pick the fights, I don't want to hear you talk about the fights. I don't want to hear what you want. If the majority of the decision is the matchmakers and Al Heyman at PBC, pick your fights then. Unless they say, oh, Jermall, go out there and call out these guys. You want to make this fight. His resume is light. I'm sorry. And he struggled with Austin Trout. He was Ray Drain. Julian Wills a piece of soul. His whole career. I mean, his resume is a big D plus. You know, it's a D plus. His brother's B plus. I mean, really A if you get the job done. When he fight what's that boy's name? Ryan Carlos Castanos. But damn, you calling out a man that ain't saying nothing back. I want GGG. I want GG. You been saying that shit for 5 years. GGG. 4 years. GGG. He ain't saying nothing back. Why don't you put that energy towards Demetrius Andrade? Why don't you go fight Demetrius? You never unified. Go beat Demetrius Andrade. But you know what? He don't think he can beat him. If he don't think he can beat him, PBC decision makers don't think he can beat him. Just straight up and down like that. Hold on. They don't think he can beat him. You know? They don't think he can beat him. He's a good fighter. Don't get me twisted. He can beat these guys. He probably can beat Canelo, but damn. We need to see more. We need to see more. GG. Why ain't Demetrius Andrade? Come on, you got guys. You got beggars trying to be choosers. If you've never unified, you gotta unify. And I understand, I don't think Larry Holmes unified his whole career. I don't think he did. But Larry Holmes, you know, he got a resume. That's when it was only 3 belts. You know? He need to be trying to fight Demetrius Andrade. If he ain't trying to unify, he need to go to 68. You can't call a guy out that's not in your weight class. You can't call a guy out that's not in your weight class. You know, if I'm Golovkin, you know, I'm not fighting him at a cage weight. You coming to me? It's just tired of this, bro. A lot of these dudes talking. Talking all this shit, but you know, ain't trying to fight no way. And most of them are PBC fighters. Most of them are PBC fighters. You know, but it is what it is. Let me know what you guys think. Check the Boxing News playlist, middleweight playlist out. Don't forget me on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram. All my social media links in the description. Faster to reach me is Twitter, then Facebook, then Instagram. Facebook group link in the description as well too. You want to advertise on the channel, video request, chop it up. Want to make a financial donation, Cash App CJ Good 313. That's in the description. PayPal link there as well too. Best of donate, share the video. Thumbs up. Let me know what you guys think. Peace.